Let him out the back door.
Okay.
Hey, Chris.
Deuce out. Deuce out.
I'll stop being mean to Zeus. Okay, so I was having a little technical difficulty. Sorry about that. I'm back. Welcome back. So can you okay? Yeah, I'm frozen again. I don't know why. That seems to always happen when we go live. Okay, how about now? Still frozen? Nope, I think you're back and popping. You good. Okay, so we are now live on YouTube. So please, that's going well. Getting on CA. Okay. I'm just shuffling cards, getting ready for the weekly reading. Hey, Night Shifter. All right. I want to say welcome back to everybody. This is season 3, episode 1, and we are going back to our original format. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I thought you had something to say. So for those of you that have been with us from day 1, you already know we had this thriving adult content, kitty content, just every kind of content going on in our first season of the CAD podcast. And then it was so hot and spicy, it got picked up by TV. So we TV for the past year. But we didn't know until after we signed the contract that it was a family-friendly TV channel. So we had to reel everything in. That's right, as Auntie Isha got popped on the hands a couple of times because of our content, but we were just being us. Exactly. What we do. They should have watched the show before they signed us. Well, that contract has come in and we decided not to renew the contract because we want to continue to give our diehard supporters the true, authentic CAD experience. So with that being said, it's the first time that we get to be free. Hey, 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 hey. So all of our original segments are coming back. We've got CA's Word of the Day. We've got Auntie Isha's weekly reading. We would have Reese's Marital Truth, but she's out sick today. So shout out to Reese, who's suffering from a toothache. Hey, girl, hey. Hey, girl, hey. Hopefully the 4 of us will be back together again, but that's okay because we have us. So, Auntie Isha, yes, you know we can do this with just the 3 of us. But we do have us in just in case we wanted to bring somebody else in. So we'll let when our 3rd person pops on, we'll see. Okay. If you want to bring in Mr. Coop, the suburban herbologist, to fill in for Reese. You know I love me some Coop, so I'm all down for it. The CAD family needs to feel the fullness of the Coopster. Right. So podcast team, we have some news. Your girl, Coach Kim, is finally a channel owner. So yes, I now have my own channel, which means you'll see more of all of this. But it's still family friendly. So although you will still be able to catch CAD on TV, it'll be on a different channel now. And it will still be the watered down version. But Auntie Isha got a surprise for y'all. Auntie Isha, tell them what you hooked us up with to better promote CAD. Are we talking about our newest member? Yes, we are. Our behind. Ooh. So I brought in a beautiful, intelligent brand strategy extraordinaire. And young, because
and young and popping and knows how to use all of these social media apps that we have no idea what we're doing on. So we have Miss Katura Reed, and she is now a part of the CAD team, and she will help us get this YouTube channel on and popping so that you will see more of your CAD family and be just more involved with us. And we can't wait because we want to be more involved with you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, where's CA? You want to check
Where is CA?
Yeah, can you shoot him a text and say, hey, we're waiting on you?
Hey, are you on CPT time today, CA? What's going on?
You know he gonna come back. I can tell you right now, he gonna say, these damn kids.
Exactly. You know it. That is so what he gonna say. Oh God.
I cannot wait to today's topics. It is February, Black History Month.
It is.
Auntie Isha has some stuff to share from what she's been experiencing the past week or so. And I just have a question for the masses that I want to ask and get everybody's opinion on. So,
oh, we like when Coach Kim has questions.
Yeah, questions. I've been listening to past episodes just to refamiliarize myself with everything. And I say that a lot. I'm like, hold up, got a question.
Exactly. I'm talking with Mr. CA right now.
On the link.
Yeah.
Well, let me text it to him since he didn't check his emails.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, night shifters.
One moment, please.
Yes. One moment, please. I've been on vacation for a minute, so let's take a minute. Invite, text. All right. Okay, so I just sent it to him. Hopefully he'll be in soon. So Let's get familiar again. I am Coach Kim, the host of Coaching After Dark with Coach Kim and Friends. I am a certified life coach, certified matchmaker, everything in between, a film producer, a TV show script writer. And my other friend, my bestie with the bestie is Auntie Isha, the mystic medium. She brings all things spiritual and mystical and mysterious to the show, all topped with a splash of 1000% honest truth.
Keep it real over here.
The real. And then we have Mr. CA, who is our erotic poet. He keeps things spicy, jumps in with his one-liners, and all in all, you get a point of view from the three of us, plus our homegirl Reese, the queen of all things bougie. She's our super smart person that can pick up the word of the day and run with it. And she gives her opinion based on her sheltered bougie life. Yes. So she is out again with the toothache. But hopefully she'll be back next week. And now
we have Catholic school education. That's what for Reese.
And Kay, who is our newest member, will be behind the scenes, so you won't see Kay, but she will be the one doing something with this YouTube. So we're practicing today.
We got
a live thing going on. But Kay will be able to, bring it all together and make it look good.
Yes.
But today you stuck with us. Kay starts in March, but February you got us. Kay starts in March. Okay.
Yes. And can I say this, Kim? So, like you said, I am the mystic medium of the show, bringing all things spiritual. But I am going to be tweaking some things with the tarot reading. So, if you are familiar with our show, and I know you guys are, I typically do the weekly reading, but we're going to spice that up. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to give y'all all the details right now, but just know that we're going to be spicing things up because now we can be grown and sexy again.
Yes.
I heard the deep voice. I heard the voice.
My apologies. I was sitting here like, I don't see a link. I'm just la da 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 da, just sitting.
Not the da 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 da.
Yeah. What's happening?
Hey, CA.
Got a Juneteenth shirt on, right on.
I'm glad I didn't bet. I said, Isha, when he gets on, first thing he's gonna do, he's gonna sit down and say, these damn kids.
Nah, not today. Not today. They was pretty decent today. Even though it's been raining, they've been pretty average kids.
Okay.
So
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say before we get started, because I know you got your poem that you're gonna kick us off with to get things really started. But before you do that, Reese's out, and we have our backup. So I was seeing if you want to hang out with just the three OGs and get this show done today, or if you want to bring in our backup, which is Mr. Coop, the suburban herbologist.
The suburban. Oh my God. It's whatever, man. Suburban herbologist. All right. Now I was just gonna say, Isha. I don't know if you can see it, but
okay, what we got?
But can you, that's what I was talking about last week. Can you
I like, but what? Okay, so tell me the words.
What?
Yeah, little paraphernalia.
I love it.
Yes. How do we order?
Exactly.
Just test phase. Have somebody hook it up. I said, I can't wait for the next show because I'm gonna be like, bam. Do you see it? Or like, bam.
I love it. Yeah.
I do.
I need one of those ASAPidly because next week, well, I don't know, you might kick us to the curb, so it might not be next week, but the third annual CA's Valentine's Day episode. It's time.
It's time. Now I know next week I'm a Niners fan. Niners being Super Bowl, so I'm actually be at a Super Bowl function with the fam in Texas. But after that,
okay,
I got you. And the lady that made the shirt for me, I'll let her know that it got 2 thumbs up. So I'll get your sizes later and get her to whip up another one.
Please.
Yes.
Let's represent. I'm ready to be a groupie.
Only thing, okay. Stand up. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Only thing I want added to mine is your IG info at Mr. Whatever it is.
Okay, I see. Yeah, a little tweak.
Look at her personalizing the shirt.
Yeah, a little tweak on there. Because I looked at the book cover. I said, man, it'd be a cool sweatshirt or t-shirt. I'm like,
Yeah. All right. So, night shifters, again, welcome back to our first episode this season that we are taking it back to normal and amping it up about 10 times. We got a whole year catching up to do. So with that being said, we are going to start off the show with CA's erotic poetry. What you got for us, CA? The floor is all yours.
I appreciate it. Let's see, I breaking my poem Bible. This is my poem Bible I got here. Since we easing back into it, I'm gonna tread lightly. Ain't gonna be too much over the top, right?
You ain't gonna give them too much, CA.
Not too much. I'm gonna give them a little Merlot, a little Zinfandel. I ain't gonna give them the Hennessy or nothing like that.
Okay.
All right. This is called Hurry Home. Can I be your everything? Grant your wishes and deepest desires. Give you grace, love, lust, and a resting place, a place of gratitude and admiration. I know you're tired, but hurry home because I'm waiting. There's nothing for you to think about, no deliberating. Exhale and let me show you what I mean when I say I adore you. Kisses that are strategically placed, touching you with intention, keeping you in a balance of pleasure and zen. Yes, let that sink in. There's no beginning, there's no end, just us in a harmonious blend, vibing off each other, becoming one with one another, drinking your love in so I can hydrate, being replenished by every inch of you. So please hurry home.
Ooh, child. Okay.
Okay.
I like that.
Well, thank you.
And
let me tell you something. If I was at work and my dude sent me that poem, and then one of them tried to say something to me at 5:01, they getting cussed out. Get out my way, girl.
Oh, you burning rubber. I got places to be.
Exactly. My dude is waiting on me. I don't care nothing about nothing else that go on in here.
Nothing.
All right, the suburban just coming into the room now to pick up with the rest of the show. So I had I don't know if y'all noticed after I stepped away, because like CA, when you say your stuff, I have to like close my eyes and look away so I can hear the words. Because if I'm looking at you, I'm like, that's my cousin. It just don't hit right.
Right. Malfunction. I'm
like, okay, let me walk away so I can really listen to the words.
Right, that part.
I appreciate it.
All right, suburban herbologist, I see you trying to log in.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Looking like he should be on the show on PBS.
Right.
I painted that back then.
You painted that?
No, that's a friend.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, what?
Let me find out he over here like, what's my man to be painting with the fro, Bob Ross?
Yeah.
That I painted.
There you go.
Okay.
That I painted.
Man of many talents.
Many talents.
Mm-hmm.
800 ways to eat a mango. And he painted.
Yeah, hey, bruh. Hey, y'all was talking about my mangoes until y'all started tasting.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Time they tasted the mangoes, like, oh, where the mangoes at?
Exactly. Then they knew what was up, huh? Cool.
Exactly.
I'm trying to see where you walking to.
I'm trying to get out of Kim's feedback.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the co-host are co-hosting. For real.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, I stood up. Y'all saw my pajama pants. I'm doing like on TV for real, y'all.
For real.
Oh, y'all trying to make the YouTube lit tonight.
From the waist up.
So y'all. So, I got the whole channel thing. So Coop and I have a show called Couch Conversations with Coop and Kim, talking about, relationships and dating over 50 and all that other stuff. We recorded our first episode today.
Okay.
And I had to crack up because, it's a family-friendly TV channel. So we're talking like I'm talking to y'all now. The TV is behind the camera and there's porn.
Yes. I'm gonna get fired the first.
Around.
It was a slasher movie. And it was based on this porn group was going to make a film.
Oh, in Texas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And mom and pop killed everybody.
Gotcha. Yeah, I saw the trailer about a couple hours ago. I was like, interesting.
It was funny.
Yeah, so we're sitting there talking and there's porn going on. I hit the mute button like we can't do all that right now.
Y'all be CADing everywhere y'all go. Yeah.
So back to the format of the show. For opening us up with that poem, CA, because we are back doing the grown and sexy talk as we were always meant to do. We are hated, but we still a little freaky from time to time. And now we can finally let our hair down and be us again. So with that being said, let's get back to the real world. Isha, what have you been up to?
Oh my God. So I am so exhausted today, y'all. Like for real. I don't even know how I'm sitting up. Because from last weekend to this weekend, I have been transported back into time and really immersing myself into Black history. Last weekend, as you know, Coach Kim and Coop, we were in Savannah. We did the underground. I don't want to say it wrong. The underground tours, underground Savannah tours. Yes, with Sister Pat. So we had the opportunity to learn all about the history of slavery in Savannah. We started off at the actual port where they would arrive. We walked through the city and just saw them everywhere, how they left behind all of their signs, the bricks in the ground. It was just, she just gave us so much information about the life of enslavers in Savannah. And then this weekend, I had the opportunity to go to St. Augustine to do the Flight to Freedom tour. It only happens in February. It runs for about 3 days, from the 1st to the 3rd. And basically, it transports you back to the time when La Florida was the first underground railroad for African Americans. Mm. So basically, they were running from South Carolina and Georgia, from those Lee Allen plantations, and they made it to Florida for freedom. So there's actual reenactments. So you get to one marker and you meet the slaves. I try to change my vocabulary, y'all. So I should be saying enslavers, are the enslaved, are the freedom seekers. You meet them in the woods, and they're literally in the woods, and they walk up to you and they're like, shh, be quiet. We ran away. And she tells you her story and how she had to get through all of the elements and the environment, and how she got ate up by bugs, and how if she felt like if she didn't run, she was going to die on that rice plantation. And her sister is behind a tree hiding. And I mean, like, as she's telling her story, you really feel it. I mean, I was like, don't cry. Like, don't cry. I'm like, this is not real. You know, this is not happening right now. Do not cry. So what the funny part is, you make it to all of these they're doing reenactments, the actors. And at the end of everybody's segment, we clap, just to let them know how much of a good job they did. Well, we get to the slave catcher, because they have a slave catcher. And he does his little spiel, and he's like trying to convince you that if you need something from him, he's willing to help you out, but you need to tell him if you saw any enslaved people in the woods. And so we're like, no, we're not telling you nothing. And at the end of his segment, nobody clapped. But this man was amazing. And I was like, y'all know y'all messy. Now that man is acting.
He did his job so well, you hated him in real life.
That's a good job. That's a good job.
Oh, wow.
Like, I'm gonna clap for you, sir. I don't want to, but I'm gonna clap for you.
The villain.
But if you are close to Florida in February, just go onto it happens at the Fort Mose. And this is real life stories of people coming to Florida for freedom. It's amazing. It only happens once a year or so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Auntie Isha always finds the best stuff to follow historically.
I didn't want to go, Kim, because I was tired. We have been to Savannah. I had a rough week, but I was like, this is only going to happen once a year, and I have to see this. And I'm glad I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did too. CA, you got any updates for us?
Not like Auntie. My life has been pretty status quo, nothing crazy going on, just always writing and working on some merch, these t-shirts and hoodies. I guess more so t-shirts now, because it's Florida, it'll be 100 degrees in 2 weeks. So just working that angle, and I don't know, just being
Chilling.
chilling, trying to keep my sanity and peace, and
just being CA.
Those would make cool sweatshirts, though. I'm just saying, hoodies.
Yeah,
like that would make a cute hoodie.
Just being CA.
Just being CA.
There you go.
All right, so Coop, welcome to the CAD family. Ladies and gentlemen, this is, you always hear me talk about what Coop said, or you hear Auntie Isha say, well, Coop, the man that knows everything. Well, this is the Coop that for the past.
He's the Coop.
Known as the Suburban Herbologist. He has a new TV show coming out on the same channel that we are on, which is the Coachella TV channel. And he will be discussing ways to keep your health in check and which teas go with what illness, and just ways to work, of course, alongside with your doctor, but also to help try to get you off of the man-made medicine and more into the holistic natural remedies. So that's going to be his speciality on the TV channel. But aside from all that, you're here with CAD. Is there anything you want to share with our audience, Mr. Coop?
Hey, I'm just glad to be here. I watch y'all all the time, and I always got a smile on my face. So, yeah, I enjoy y'all. I'm happy to be a small part of it.
Well, we appreciate you.
Aww.
Thank you for stepping
on here. So I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I must say he does watch every week the TV show, and before it was TV, he listened every week on the audio. So he's always been a great supporter, which is more than I can say for y'all, because I don't think y'all even go back and listen to the shows, do you?
I did watch it on Lit. Now
I'm a listener.
Everybody quiet.
No, I said I'm a listener. I might miss the show. I might miss the show off and on, but I'm a listener.
We're all good. We're all good because we still have a good following. So now let's get back to those that wanted to hear us talk dirty, as well as those that like to hear us talk clean, and bring them all together for kumbaya. I want to, before we go any further, get into the word of the day.
Hold that thought. Let me, because I got to give the right definition.
Okay. It's so funny, while we were on Lit, and you kept having these old rated G words.
Exactly.
Well, this is it's still a PG word, but I thought it could go with a plethora. That could be the word of the day, plethora. A plethora of things. So the word is connoisseurship.
Oh, good one.
Connoisseurship. All right.
Yes. It is expertise in a particular subject, especially in an area of art. Expertise in a subject. You could say Auntie Isha showed great connoisseurship when it came to tarot readings and spirits.
Yeah. I can't wait to circle back to that. But with Auntie Isha, we're going to circle back to that a little later in the show. Connoisseurship. I'm going to have to remember that. And
connoisseurship.
Yes.
Connoisseurship.
Okay. Not cognac, but
not cognac.
Connoisseurship.
Yeah.
So, as we all know, Valentine's Day is around the corner, and CA does his annual Valentine's Day show, which is hosted by him, put together by him. He tells us what to talk about, and we just have a great time every year. So this is the third annual, which we will record not next week, but because it's Super Bowl week, but the weekend after that. So we'll have some nice surprises for you guys. But in honor of CA's annual V-Day episode, I went back and listened to the one from last year.
Okay.
I just wanted to remind you guys of some things that we talked about.
Uh-oh.
This was, I believe, the last show before we had to go rated G and go on the network. So it opened up rather nicely. We had Mr. Tony, which is Reese's husband. We had him on the show when he talked about some things and how the broke brothers can impress their women when they don't have any money on Valentine's Day, and some travel places to go. And then CA had us list our top 5 favorite romantical songs. So we gave a countdown of our top 5.
Oh, Lord.
And then we spoke with Lex. This is the first time we met Lex, who gave us a little education on mouth hugs and mouth vibrators.
Yeah.
And now, because we never heard of mouth vibrators before. And
the whole time I was sitting here doing it by myself. And now you got help.
That's funny.
And then we closed out the show where we gave props to the winner of the worldwide gangbang competition that year.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Show last year. I don't know how you're gonna top that because it was a great show.
Oh no, I have to dig in the bag.
It was a good show.
It was a really good show. I was laughing out loud and everything. So Coop, I see why you be smiling. It was
right, exactly.
That show was hilarious. All right, Auntie Isha. Before we jump into the discussion for today, can you give us our weekly reading and tell everybody about the new?
Oh, we're gonna talk about the new today. I'm okay.
Today.
Well, yeah, but before I do that, hey y'all, it's Auntie Isha. It's time to do the weekly reading. So let me tell y'all something. It's some messy sugar honey iced tea going on this week.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, it's messy. Somebody who you already knew was being messy, but you just couldn't put your finger on it, well, they are getting exposed. You know, it is the age of Aquarius, so everything that's happening in the dark is coming to the light. So it's this messy heifer. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for some two-faced stuff going on, but you are going to catch it and you're going to flip it and make it work for you, because you're going to call it out and you're not going to allow it to just you're not going to allow it to go unrecognized or unnoticed. You're going to be right in their face. You're going to confront them about this, because you're going to find out all of the messiness they've been doing behind your back. So this week is about the two-faced heifer. Check them, boo.
I'm ready. I already
check them.
Touch my pearls.
I'm ready. I am ready. All right, so that was our weekly reading. So we know what to look out for this week. And again, as always, with any kind of spiritual reading, it's a collective reading, which means it applies to a multitude of people in the collective, but not everybody.
Not everybody.
That's good. That means you've already handled it. But for those that are about to go through, let us know and let Auntie Isha know she is on point, because she always is.
Always.
Right.
And if you ever wanted to be a little bit more specific, you know, you can always reach out and get your own reading.
Own person. So what's new tarot now that we back?
New tarot. So because we're going back to being grown and sexy, we thought, instead of having a weekly reading that is amazing, we thought we would spice it up with a little sex tarot.
What?
So
clutches pearls.
Yeah.
So next week, look out for sex tarot. It's going to include things like maybe the best positions for the week. What is in the planets, just talking about as far as new lovers, old lovers, whatever. Who knows? I don't know. Whatever the spirits let me know, I'm going to let you know. And I'm going to keep you full of excitement and sexiness.
The common heard that, CA. Keep singing.
I'm very excited because this is something all new. It's new for Auntie too, so I can't wait.
Yeah. We ready. We ready.
Who knows? It might be the reverse cowgirl is in this week.
Oh, hey,
right.
Hey, talking my language, girl.
Okay. So night shifters, we do have a lot in store for you this entire season. Today is just a little taste of what we've got coming with a new studio recording spot. All this stuff takes place in March, but until then, we're going to keep the show rolling with exactly how we're doing it right now. And with that being said, are y'all ready to jump into the discussion topic of the day?
We are. I can't wait.
Okay, so what had happened was Isha took me to Savannah and got me on this underground tour. And during the tour, Isha mentioned some things there. Cooper and I talked about it a little bit. But one of the very important things that stood out to me that Miss Pat, that was the tour guide, said was that the Queen of Benin came to visit. And she was very open about the fact or the role that Benin played in selling off their brothers and sisters, their African brothers and sisters, to the slave captors. So she admitted their part and all of us being transported away from our homes. And with that being said, Ms. Pat said, how are you going to make it right? And the Queen said, at that time, she, what was it, $250,000 per year to a STEM school in Savannah. So they are paying reparations to Savannah by way of a scholarship-funded school for the Savannah children. And until that moment, I had never, ever, ever considered charging Africa for reparations in the part that they played in enslavement. So from there, you know me, I had to do a little research. And I found out about these things called, I wrote it down, hold on. Oh, what are they called? Let me just show you. So I forget what they're called. Don't look at all my pictures.
Now we gonna look like.
I know, right? So this young lady, there's these, I have to find the name of it. I wrote it down. I'll show you in just a moment. What are they called? After 250, the bronze, the Benin bronze. That's what they're called. The Benin bronze are actual acts and things that were stolen from Benin during this whole war thing. And you probably heard about this. They were sold, across the country to collectors and museums. And now these artifacts are being sent back to Africa. Well, there's a population of African Americans that say we should have part ownership in these bronzes because of the fact that Africa sold us, so that should be their reparations to us. So at this time, they're estimated to be worth $30 billion, these Benins. And Benin is saying, we as in African Americans don't have any part in it because they actually came from Benin. So they definitely belong 100% to the Benin people. And the African Americans are saying, yeah, but you sold us a part of it. So what say ye, CA? Do we need reparations from Africa as well as America?
I think they have a point for us, Benin being the, I guess, majority shareholder, if you want to put it like that. If they could work some kind of split, like a 70-30 something, but I don't know. The African Americans here do have a point, and they have the right to feel entitled to something, because I don't think nobody just jumped on the ship. Hey, let's go on this cruise and see what these cats are talking about over here. I might die. I might be enslaved, but let's go over here and check it out. I don't think nobody came willing. So if they could work out some type of joint effort, maybe that would be the compromise. Maybe. But if not, Africa, like, nah, we getting all 100%. I think that's a discussion that the powers that be could sit down and talk about. Maybe they can come to some kind of conclusion of situation, or maybe not.
It's Isha.
Her face gets tight about a second.
That's your face.
Well, the first question is that how do we know who came from Benin? Like, so who would we give that portion of money to? So I don't know. I don't want to go back. I don't want to put this on Africa. That doesn't feel right to me. I think slavery was a normal currency in that time. And I don't truly believe that when the tribesmen were selling Africans to Europeans, that they fully understood what they were putting these people, the type of chattel slavery that was happening across the water. They did not understand exactly where they were sending these people to. So I don't even think that type of slavery came into existence until the Europeans and the Spaniards. So I don't want America to get off the hook.
Right.
You benefited from this. Your country was built from this. I mean, literally, brick by brick, city by city, bank by bank, company by company is still benefiting from slavery. America should pay for this.
Got it. Suburban herbologist?
I mean, you got all of you have points. Most people have gotten some kind of DNA testing because they're trying to find their family here, because of the slavery situation. So I think that as far as finding out who receives reparations, people that's already done their DNA, they would know. I have some Benin on mine. I'm mostly from Ghana and Nigeria. But I mean, that'll give you a direction to go, to give reparations. As far as the responsibility, United States, yeah, the Africans did not know about chattel slavery. They didn't know that they were selling what they were selling those people into. I'm sure if they would have known, they wouldn't have done it that way.
Yeah. So when I was in St. Augustine this weekend, there was a Native American tribe that was represented there. And I know I'm going to butcher the name. Maybe you can help me, Coop. I think it's the Yamis. The Yamins.
I've never heard of it.
They were later integrated and became the Seminoles. And I was talking to them, and their chief is Black. The women that were there were Black. So I asked them the question. I said, so are you saying your lineage comes from the enslaved people who did not come into the Fort Mose and stayed out into the wilderness and integrated with the indigenous people? They said, no, we are not saying that. We are saying that we were here in America when the first ship arrived, that this is our land.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true. Like even the original paintings and original carvings show dark-skinned natives already here, waiting for them to pull their boats up.
Yeah.
And they were the one who drew it. They were the one who painted them. They were the one who carved them. So they were telling the truth back then, and then over the years, the truth been whitewashed.
Right. And there's a direct route from West Africa to the United States. So the Africans were traveling. So if we're talking about reparations, like, then if we actually own the land, that changes the whole story.
True.
Is this talking about?
This is the group. Yes, this is the tribe. I call them group, the tribe.
Yamasee.
Yamasee. Yes, Yamasee.
Ah, okay. I see the name. Gotcha.
So prior to the Spanish renaming them all the Runaways, and in Spanish, the Cimarrones later became the Seminoles. This was the tribe that actually was native to this land.
Interesting. So we'll definitely have to check that out.
Indeed.
The story gets deeper.
It gets deeper.
Like we can't make no boats and go travel places.
Right.
The deeper you dig, the blacker it gets.
Yeah, there you go. I need you to put that on a t-shirt.
Right. It's like Monsieur Candy said on Django. It's like tar wants to get on you. It's hard to get off, man.
There you go.
All right.
I would like our viewers and anyone that's listening, if they could spread the word as well, to take note of. We all understood how much money was made from the rice, the indigo, the cotton. We know that all the agricultural things, as well as the construction, all the money that was made due to the enslaved people. But one thing that, again, I knew but never really thought about until that tour with Miss Pat was the breeders. Because the breeders, she showed us a picture of a slave document and explained what it meant, what the coding meant. And, you know, it would be like, what was it, like Sarah 7, which would mean that Sarah can have 7 babies. So you're paying for 8 slaves. And the men were just groomed out. And they said, what, 2,000 babies over his lifetime per male?
I think one of them we saw was 200. One of them was 700.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So men were tasked to work all day in the fields, and then each male slave was paired with 10 women. So, and then those 10 women were to have 7 to 10 babies each,
including their mothers.
And
hence the dark word MF.
Yeah. Mothers, sisters, cousins.
Really? Wait a minute. Y'all ain't about to just drop that one and move on.
Look.
Are you serious? That's what that word?
Yes.
Shut your mouth.
The more you know.
It's like my favorite word. Now you don't tuck it from me, Coop. I can't even say that no more.
Hey, you see what I don't say is, you see how I run it out.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, a dark history, but at the same time, it's good to know so we don't repeat it.
Yeah.
And this is the whole thing with the what do they call it when they're changing the Black education in the school systems here in Florida?
Whitewashing the historic system.
What's it? They called it something else.
Critical race theory. They're trying. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And wokeness. I'd rather be woke.
That's a whole other. Yeah. So I mean, it's dark and dreary to hear. When you think about it, just ridiculous. But you know, just to think about the inhumanity of it all. But at the same time, can you imagine how much money was made just off of breeding people?
Billions.
Yeah. And that don't talk about that as much. And that's one thing Ms. Pat pointed out was, you know, this is how these families got this generational wealth. And all they came over here as criminals, because, you know, America was founded with all the criminals. And so they came with nothing. And then they used their criminal minds to continue to grow and take all of this wealth year after year, generation after generation, off of literally blood, sweat, tears, and semen of Black people.
Exactly.
Yep.
So that's why I said, no, you paying for this. One, because you still got it.
More than enough.
Exactly.
You can afford it.
You can afford it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that was my Black History talk for the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Any final words on Black history before we close that subject out?
If they didn't take it back.
I would just say that, you know, as they are trying to steal all of our history, they're trying to wipe things out. You know, I don't feel like they ever gave us any real history in the book anyway, but the little that they did give us, they're trying to wipe it away. But you don't have to allow them to do that because it is still out here. It is not hard to find. These tours are always available. These books by Black authors are always available. Teach your own children your history. Don't depend on the school system to teach your child about us.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Also have them teach more than just what happened here. We were great way long before we got here.
Right.
You can't hide the sun, you can't hide the moon, and you can't hide the truth.
Amen.
Slogan.
Amen.
What?
Vance, the mic is picking you up.
Hey, leave my alone. You let him be great.
He being great today.
Yes.
All right. I am trying to pull up our marital truth letter, which is actually for CA today.
Okay.
I thought about saving it for the Valentine episode, but I was like, no, we'll go ahead and break it out today.
He said no.
All right. So what do we want to do first? Do we want to do the Who Sang It Best or the marital truth?
Marital truth.
Oh, okay. Did you send it? Did you send it to me?
No, I did not.
Okay, I was getting nervous. I was like, I don't remember seeing that in the email.
No. So we're gonna do marital truth first.
Sure.
All right, let me bring it up then.
Can I just say this, y'all, while we pull that up? So yeah. I ordered a drink through DoorDash, which I have never done before. An actual margarita. And I don't know if they're trying to get us more lit at home than they do in the restaurants, but my God.
She said, my God.
My God.
My God. They got you right.
I order more.
Oh. Now, see, you taught me something. It's a little known Black history fact. I didn't know you could call DoorDash to order a drink.
Me neither.
Get hooked up, Kim.
What'd you say?
Get hooked up.
Oh, get hooked up. All right. So now it's time for the marital truth. So this one says, question for CA. I'm 5'5" and I'm still a virgin. I've never had a girlfriend and never been on a date before. I feel like my height has destroyed my dating life. No girl I like has ever liked me back. My parents and others tell me I'm handsome and height doesn't matter, but I don't believe them. It doesn't help that almost every video on YouTube and TikTok is of women being asked if they are okay with short men, and 99% of them are overwhelmingly object that possibility. I have the desire to go out and meet women at bars, but I feel I can't do it because women my age are simply too shallow and superficial to ever accept me. I don't want to be with a woman I'm not attracted to at all. I don't think is a foundation for a good relationship. I'm not saying I can't read it because your screen is in the way. But anyway, can you read it? That last sentence here.
Look, standard. What do you say about his standards? And trying to get women to look past the standards, if I'm looking at that right.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And it's I'm under 6 foot, so we're gonna start there because I get the whole social media thing. So one, get off social media. Start with that because half the women on there, yeah. Everybody has their preference, short, tall, whatever the case may be. But I think it's more of a confidence thing that Mr. 5'5" is having. And he's an adult now, so maybe he has this problem since high school. Who knows? But as an adult male, you already came to terms that you're 5'5". You're not getting any taller. So let's go ahead, get over that, and move forward. Maybe work on your personality, work on your conversation skill, work on you. Are you fit? Are you eating good? Are you working? Whether you're a CEO, entrepreneur, take care of all those things, and the women to come. It's not a height thing. Yeah, you're gonna meet some women that's gonna be like, oh, you're too short for me. Guess what? It's like a million and million of women on earth. You'll find one. Find one that's 5 foot. That way you'll be taller than her, if that's a big deal for you.
And there's plenty of those out there.
There's a lot of 5 foot women out there. Go find your little gymnast or something like that and keep it moving. But I think for him, he just needs to get over that and move forward. And just do some self-work. Work on you. Worry about that. Everything else will take care of itself. My little brother is 6'1". I hate him because he's my little brother. He's 6'1", but I'm like, it is what it is. So he's taller than me, but it's all good. And I used to catch short jokes every now. Oh, you cute though. You nice, bow-legged, kind of short though. I said, hey, we all the same size when we lay down. What you trying to do? What you trying to do? You trying to get the legs up in the air or what? Because it ain't gonna matter how tall I am then. So he just he just got to work on himself, and everything else will take care of itself, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was a great job, CA, for your first mail.
And we all know them girls on social media be lying. Everybody know them little short boys be cocky and strong, baby.
Holy and complex.
Yeah.
Baby, they is lifters. They like the lift.
Yes.
Hey, just a short note. In Jacksonville, the ratio is 5-1.
See,
so
there you
5
go.
women to every man.
There
and
you
then
go.
you got to know about the gay guys that don't like women. You in there, man.
He in there. Then you got to take out the ones that in jail, take out the ones that live with their mama. Boy, the list gets shorter and shorter. You good, man.
Man, my brother was short. Man, my brother was short. God bless the dead. And we call him Short and Red. I'm telling you, when that, I'm the baby, but I remember a lot of stuff. And once he got his confidence, he had so many girls' phone number, they covered his bedroom wall. Wow. And they had to go in there and repaint the wall because every time he got a girl phone number, he wrote it on the wall. Wow. Now, Mr. 5'5", I am not encouraging you to be a womanizer because all you need is one good woman. But don't let social media fool you. We date short men. They lie.
They lie.
Yeah.
They lie. It's a bunch of tall dudes out there that ain't doing nothing and living with their family and taking the bus. You 5'5", put your Toyota Camry and got your own house. Boy, you in there.
Exactly.
That's all it takes. All right. Thank you, listener, for writing in to CA. And I wanted for the Valentine episode, but what's better time than the present?
Yeah. We giving them pre-Valentine because who knows what could happen next week. He might find him a 5 foot queen or a 6 foot queen. I don't know, but he might find a little something.
That is so true.
Don't pop that cherry, boy.
Did anybody listen to the Who Sang It Best today?
So what now?
Did anybody listen to the Who Sang It Best?
Yes. I did.
What? No, Auntie Issa?
We ready?
We ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so today's Who Sang It Best? Remember the song "What You Won't Do for Love" by Bobby Caldwell?
Right.
So the remake was done by Snow Allegra. "Do for Love." So that's what we will be debating today.
Who is Snow Allegra?
I knew he was gonna say it. I knew he was gonna say that.
Hey.
She's a young female artist. She's been out a few years now. She's
yeah.
I didn't know who that was, but I looked at the picture. I was like, "Is that Sade?" But I was like, "Nah."
She got some good music.
That's a classic. So I would have I didn't get it, so I didn't listen to it to see if she gave it any justice. But just for starters, I mean that's an absolute classic. For the longest until the last few years they didn't know he was white.
Hey, blew my mind a couple years ago. I was like, oh, okay.
Exactly.
Well, y'all just blew my mind right now. I know that man was white. What are y'all talking about?
Some soulful white brothers out there sipping on yak, probably smoking Black and Mild.
All right. Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear the music?
No.
Okay, good. All right, so who wants to go first?
I'll go.
All right.
Of course, it's a classic, like Coop said. Classic. We've heard the song a million times. I listened to Snow's version. I must admit, I like it. It's quite different than the original. And maybe because it was raining today, I don't know. But it put me in a vibe. It put me in a chill vibe. Like if I was at a lounge smoking a cigar, it was just real chill. Now, it's hard to vote over the other one because we've been hearing it all our life. But today, I'm going with Snow.
Okay.
It had me in the vibe. Come listen to it, and the rain was coming down early. I was like, I fuck with it.
Okay, CA. Okay, so I'll go next.
Okay.
So like CA, you've heard this song over and over again your whole life. And I have never liked it.
I knew it.
It is not one of my oldies one of my favorite oldies. What year was that song written in?
It's like 78 or something like that.
I know it was. I'm not a big 70s girl. Like if it's 70s, it's probably later 70s, but it's rock. So I like old rock. Okay. But I'm not big into the 70s soul sound. So that's why I didn't like it. But so I listened to Snow, and like CA, I was like, oh, I can fuck with this. This is nice and mellow and smooth. And it still's not anything I probably would put on my playlist. But for the sake of the show and who sang it best, I'm going to go with Snow.
Okay, Auntie.
Remember, Peabo Bryson did it also.
Well, really? Peabo Bryson, but I ain't heard that name. Okay.
Hey, I'm just saying, I know some things.
Oh man.
Who is the Doctor Strange of the group?
I think I don't forgot more than most people know. Yeah, I know some things.
I was hanging out with Dionne Warwick and Donnie Simpson backstage last week.
Hey, Dionne Warwick and Kashif.
There you go.
See?
Oh man.
So yeah, that was a classic. Honestly, I forgot to listen, so I was listening to it while y'all were talking.
Okay.
And yeah, Snow Allegra is a different vibe. I like it. It's a nice, cool, chill out vibe.
Yeah.
But of 70s music, I think of having to get up and clean up on Saturday morning, and then I have the Bobby Caldwell version because it's a little more upbeat, just a little bit. But I knew each was going to be. I don't like either one of them.
Well, for the show, I'm gonna go and pick one.
Yeah. So. Oh, but if I had to choose today, I would choose the original Bobby Caldwell.
All right. All right.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
See, on my side today, what?
I know. The first episode of the 3rd season. I'm glad everybody made it on. Coop, thank you for sitting in with us in our fourth.
I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it.
Thank you.
We enjoyed you too, Coop.
Yes, sir.
The saying is, I know some things.
Another T-shirt, like Caleb said, another one.
The deeper you dig, the blacker it gets. That's the saying right there.
Oh man!
All right, night shifters, have a great night. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye, y'all.
Next week.
All right.